DreAllDay.com.
What's good, everybody? Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. I'm making this vid to address players asking about getting ranked, this is high school players asking about, Dre, is it important that I try to get myself in the rankings, be on some kind of list, somewhere that they list all the best players, because you think maybe a ranking will help you get a scholarship, maybe help you get seen, get you some type of exposure, get you scouted by certain teams, whatever the situation happens to be. Is it important or is it not? So I'm gonna answer the question right up front. Is it important to get ranked? Yes. It is important for you to get ranked. It's important for people to see your name on some list that lists all the best players, and this could be in any sport, whatever sport that rankings exist. This is any kind of list, even if you're not in school and don't even play a sport. Anywhere that a ranking is happening, you want to be on it, and I'm gonna give you 3 reasons why you want to get on that type of list. And if you want to hear this in even more detail, I have a specific episode of my podcast, Work on Your Game podcast. It's on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Google Play, that also covers this in detail. Number 1 reason why you want to be ranked is because ranking people equals credibility and visibility. Your rank, people see your name, they see you, they hear about you, and what happens when you get on a ranked list is that someone who never even heard of you, never's been to your town, maybe wasn't even thinking about you or anything you got going on, when they see you on that list, now they may be looking at you. Now they're going to say, oh, Mike Johnson is on the ranked list. You know what? I need to go see Mike Johnson's next game. If Mike Johnson plays for a team that's in the city, maybe that'll lead to more people talking about you, and all this attention on you builds your credibility. When you have a lot of attention, people have a lot of attention paid to them, have credibility. That's what credibility is. It's attention. Unconscious reasoning that we have as people. When we see a lot of attention on something, we pay attention to it. When all our friends are talking about a certain song or a certain artist, we go listen to that song, go find out about that artist. We are looking on YouTube on the home page and we see some video that has millions of views. We gonna go look at that video to see, hey, what is this video about? Maybe. And we're more likely, let's put it, we're more likely to look at the one that has millions of views than the one that has thousands, simply because the one that has millions, it must be something credible about it. That's why it has so many views. So you being ranked gives you credibility and visibility. That will never hurt you in business. And understand that trying to get a scholarship for college is a business, because a scholarship means you don't have to pay a certain amount of money. And business is the exchange of money between entities. So you not having to pay that money makes this whole thing a business, if you didn't know already. And being credible and visible in business are the 2 things you absolutely must have to succeed in any business. And understand that you are now, if you didn't know, in the business. Number 2 thing, if you want to be ranked, since you already understand that being ranked matters, for those of you who thought maybe it didn't matter, maybe you don't need to do all of that, maybe I've even said, maybe 10 years ago I said maybe you don't need to be ranked, but now you do. All right, what I'm saying now in this video supersedes anything I might have said in the past. You do need to be ranked now. How do you actually do it? First thing you got to understand, this is what you got to, the overarching strategy for you getting ranked is that you must learn to sell yourself. If you want to get ranked and you want people to put you on their list, you got to learn how to sell yourself. Now the question is, how can you sell yourself as a basketball player? Well, how you sell yourself as a basketball player, or baseball player, or hockey player is not in conversation. It's not you sending emails to a scouting service. No, it's you playing your game at the level you know how to play at, and it being impressive for somebody else who's looking. Whoever that happens to be, they see it and they say, damn, this individual can play. This person does have game. They do need to be on my ranked list. That's how you sell yourself. But in order for you to do that, you got to be performing, playing your game in front of the people who are actually making those lists. You got to be performing in front of the tastemakers, not just in front of anybody, but in front of the people who can actually get you on those lists. Therefore, you need to be going to the AAU teams. You need to be at the big tournaments. You need to be at the combines or the exposure camps or whatever it is they have going on. I don't know all the detail of all these things that go on in the amateur world of sports, and I don't need to know, because this ain't really about the amateur world of sports. This is about selling yourself and getting yourself credible and visible. That's what this is about, and that's why it applies to anything outside of sports as well as things into sports. You athlete need to be where those people are. So you know what the big tournaments are, you know what the big events are. You should know, because you're the one playing the game. You have an idea what they are. That's why you're watching this video, because you're wondering, do I need to get myself ranked? So you know where the players who are ranked, the players who are up there ranked, and I'm sure you know who they are, what events are they playing at? What teams are they on? What tournaments are they participating in? What combines are they going to? You need to get yourself into those. Sell your way in, buy your way in, talk to your parents, talk to your high school coach, talk to other players you know, and find out what you need to find out. Do what you gotta do to get yourself into as many of those events as possible. Why? Because those are the places where you can be seen, heard, and known by the people who can get you on those lists, and being on that list can get you a scholarship from someone who didn't even have any idea that you existed before they saw your name on that list. So you gotta be where those people are. Be where they are, make a highlight video of yourself, put it on YouTube, get somebody to make some videos of you, get somebody to film every game you do, maybe some of your workouts, and put it up here on YouTube so people can get to know you, and maybe your name will pop up somewhere where somebody's searching for players. But you gotta be out there. You understand? You gotta get out there. And out there means you gotta be on the stage performing. On the stage performing, meaning on the court playing, or if you're gonna be on YouTube, put some videos of yourself on YouTube so people can look at you instead of you looking at other people. Instead of you watching me, put some videos up so people may start watching you. Get those videos out there, do what you gotta do. Listen, use your ingenuity, use your brain, use your ability to think. I mean, you're trying to go play in college, which means you're smart, okay? You're not a dummy. So that's point number 2. Number 3, understand that the ranking alone, just being ranked alone, whether it's play number 100, 1,000, number 1, number 10, being ranked in itself can get you a college scholarship. Being ranked can save you. It can give you a free education, as they say. It can get you playing in the NCAA in a way that your game alone maybe not have been able to. And that's saying that, let's say that you don't add any skills to your game, but you were unranked last week, and now you're ranked this week with the same skill set that you had before. You could get a scholarship now that you wouldn't have got last week. Because why? The people who are looking for players to put on scholarship are looking down that list and saying, okay, who's not committed, who doesn't have an offer, let me take a look at them and see what they're about. They were thinking that last week, but when they looked, they didn't see you. But now they look and they see you, and now they're gonna go see what you're about. Maybe they'll look you up on YouTube, maybe they'll call your high school coach, and boom, now you got yourself an opportunity. So understand, this ranking alone can do more to sell you than your game alone can do. This is something that you young people have to understand in life, is that sometimes it's more than just your skill. It's more than just working on your game. It's more than just having the ability to deliver at a high level that can get you to where you want to go. Sometimes it's a connection. Sometimes it's somebody knowing you. Sometimes it's you being in the right place at the right time doing the right thing. Sometimes it's something that has nothing to do with your skill level that can create an opportunity for you. But let me throw this in there too as well, so y'all understand this. If you don't have any skill and you get an opportunity that your skill did not afford you, and you don't have the skill to hold that opportunity, you will lose that opportunity, and you will fall that much harder from getting to a high place that you didn't earn your way to get to. So understand, I'm not saying work on your game doesn't matter. What I'm saying is, if you don't have the game to maintain and capitalize on the opportunities that are given to you or that you create for yourself in whatever way you do it, hopefully this video gives you some ideas. I knew when I was playing in high school, I would see players who were quote unquote ranked, whether it was in the city, in the state, in the country, and I would say, this guy's not that much better than me. But this player was ranked and I wasn't. That player got a scholarship and I didn't. This player had a whole bunch of people who knew them. I didn't have anybody who knew me because they were ranked. But over the long run, those players didn't last. Why? Because they didn't have the game to continue to back up their status, or their status was up here. Maybe their game was even up here at a young age, but then as everybody else caught up, their game didn't progress and eventually they fell back into the pack. So understand, you can get that offer, you can get that scholarship. Listen, this is how you do it. I just laid it out for you in this video. Watch it again, rewind it, take notes on it, show this to your parents, show this to your teammates, so everybody can get it. Because if you're on a team of guys who are ranked, if everybody on the team's ranked, all the scouts come to y'all games. Now, if there's only one player who's ranked, maybe some scouts will come because only the few who want that one player. What if I don't need a center? What if I don't need a small forward? What if I don't need a point guard? I'm not coming to that game because there's only that one guy. But what if everybody on the team's ranked? So you want all your teammates, everybody around you, to get this information and be on the same page. Because if you're on a team full of guys who are all being scouted, all being ranked, all being on those lists, you're guaranteed to get yourself an opportunity just by the raw association and having all those eyes. All that credibility and visibility is going to rub off on you, even if you had none before you got there. Everybody, I hope this is useful for you. If it is, let me know in the comments. Work on your game. DreAllDay.com. Thanks for watching this vid. Follow me on all these social media platforms here. I'm active on all of them. You can reach me on all of them. And if you ever have a question for me about anything, send me an email, Dre@DreAllDay.com. Everybody, I'll see you in the next vid. Work on your game. Dre all day.